Hey guys, what's going on? It is your boy Southpaw Brad here. I thought I would. It's been a little while since I've done an unboxing video, so I thought I'd hop in here and do one with you. And well, actually, maybe two, perhaps two. But yeah, I just wanted to. These have been sitting for a while. I always joke about the tower of boxes here, and it's I haven't stopped buying. I just have not been able to open these things. And as I've mentioned many times before, it is important to me that I do these with you guys. That's what I started out doing on YouTube. I want to continue to do that. And so let's I enjoy sharing what I've purchased. So I've gone ahead and like opened some. This was one that I got a little while back, and let's get this thing unwrapped. So they usually come bagged but not boarded, which isn't my favorite thing. Shop Comics. What's going on, man? Shop for Comics. Hey man, it was good hanging out with you the other night on Gary's channel, and appreciated you guys being in the chat, man. That was a lot of fun. I was a bit nervous for that, but I was excited to have the opportunity. So yeah, I appreciate you being in the chat the other night. That was I had a blast. Good folks over there. Let's see. Now this one I've got to remember. I might need to do a quick look up here. This one I don't recall. This, like I said, this has been a while. This has been quite a while when I ordered these. So I thought I would wing it, but this one I didn't have a slip to double check to see. Let's see if I can pull I just like to share the significance if I can. Let's see. I don't know if that's going to do the trick. Well, at any rate, I'll go ahead. Actually, I'll skip this and see if we can work through it. Most of these are. I'm just kind of group these a little bit. Like I said, it's really risky for me. So they bag and board all of these books, but they all come bagged at the bottom. So that's a little hectic. So there's that one's got a board. These were kind of cool. I forgot I got these. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I forgot actually. And then a freebie. They always throw in a freebie. I love that. Let's just kind of sift through these and see what we got. Yes, absolutely. I agree. And birds of a feather flock together, as they say. So yeah, I did subscribe to I was not subscribed to your channel prior to being on the show on Thursday, but I have since done that. In fact, when we got done, I went ahead and subscribed to your channel. So looking forward to digging in and checking it out. And of course, I appreciate you being here. This was kind of like a random thing, but so this book had kind of picked up some steam. It's got a lot of this is Doctor Strange number 46, and good book. It deals a lot. Obviously, there's a lot of sorcerer type, magic type characters on the cover, and in this one, Doctor Strange battles an evil version of himself. So there's some speculation that may happen. It looks like that may happen in the movie. They can always throw us a curveball with those. I always shake this and then regret doing it at the end. But they can always throw us a curveball with the previews that the trailers that they put out. But it does appear that Doctor Strange may come in contact with an evil version of himself. So I picked up 2 copies of that one, and that's been kind of a tough book to find. I think that one was sitting around the, I don't know, maybe the 20-ish dollar mark. So I was happy to pick that one up. And I think both of those are direct. I believe both of those are direct versions. And then when I got that one, I was like, well, this will be kind of cool too. This one is so this is issue 47. So the very next issue after that one, and you've got the I forget like the Necro version of Doctor Strange. Actually pretty cool. But this is them doing battle here. And I said, well, if I get the other one, let's will the real Doctor Strange please stand up? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're certainly notorious for doing that. Yeah. Hey, who punched that guy? You know, he didn't have any idea. Um, so we'll see, but it's fun to try to anticipate what's gonna happen on that. But yeah, I really like that cover. It's a continuation of this storyline. So I was like, hey, let's get this one and see what's going on with that. So here's another Doctor Strange. This is Doctor Strange number 10. I'm not sure if that's, let's see. That's probably, yeah, this is probably in that same series. This is a $1.50 issue, and those were $1.75. So um this is there is it's something to do with Doctor Strange's brother. I don't remember off the top of my head. I did have that on my list to purchase. It's got something to do with Doctor Strange. Of course, Morbius on the cover. I mean, if I had bought it just for a cover buy, I would have been, pleased with that. And Jackson Geis. So yeah, that Morbius stuff will start popping off as well. Let's see if this is the only. Yeah, I think I picked up their last copy of this. I've been grabbing this one, this Exiles book. It's got Blink, and I believe it's the first appearance of Nocturne here in the corner with I've seen some places cite a preview, which I don't really consider to be a first appearance, but it's got Nocturne in the corner here. First appearance of her, and that is Nightcrawler's daughter from a different universe, different Earth. So pretty neat team there. Kind of a team of misfits, I guess. But yeah, Blink has they really used her. She was always a part of this. Well, I say always. She was a big part of this Exiles group, and they did a couple of different volumes after this one. So I'm a fan of Blink as a character. I would like to see them. They've kind of danced around the idea of using her character, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what their plans are. I'm going to try something. I have an amazing Spider-Man here that I want to share, and I can't remember exactly why I bought it. That's terrible place terrible thing to happen. I do know it's Spider-Verse related, but I'm not sure. Let me see if I can bear with me for just a moment. And I'm going to see if I can figure it out, because I do like to share that, because if you're gonna consider picking up a book that I purchase, I'd like to have it right, So I think this might get us where we're going. I like to use that Marvel.fandom wiki. All right, let's pull it up here. Okay, so this is all right. So you've got some of this, the Spider Army, Warriors of the Great. There's and are there any first appearances? So I always like to. This is the. Sorry, I didn't show the book yet. This is the book, Amazing Spider-Man. Chop, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. I appreciate you popping in. Just going over a couple of purchases I made. Good dude. Angel, what's up? I was getting ready to message you today, and when I got ready to, you had already messaged me. So I appreciate you. Well, it'll be a nice little surprise for one of your friends. So I appreciate you swinging by, though. So this, obviously, the Spider-Verse stuff, they introduce a lot of new Spider characters. In this one, there is Warriors of the Great Web. Are there any? This thing's kind of bouncing around on me. The only thing I hate about the Marvel database, the Marvel Wiki, is there's so many ads, and my ad blocker doesn't even block them out. Is there anyone? I don't see any additional first appearances, but there's some Spider characters in this, and just a good overall storyline. I don't have a lot of books from this, but I was like, well, I need to kind of scoop these up with the with the multiverse, or the Spider-Man, the next Spider-Man animated. It's all good. It worked out. It worked out great. So I'll plan on getting that out. I'm going to mail that out next week, in fact. So I'm super excited about that. So yeah, the Spider characters with the new animated with the new animated Miles movie coming out. You never know who they're going to bring out. So that Spider-Verse series was always a good one to grab. Now, another one I was intrigued by is, yeah, that is dope, man. I can't make out who that is exactly, but yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I like that. I'm a fan of those Spider books. So another one. All right, so we get the Doctor Strange trailer, and everybody's going nuts and dissecting it like crazy. And there was some talk that, obviously, we heard the original. We heard the original Professor X. We heard his voice. Hopefully that's not a joke. That'd be a bad joke for the MCU to pull on us mega fans, But they also talked about, all right, so obviously they must be introducing the Illuminati, and all the Illuminati books are going crazy. I was not in on that wave. I at some point you start thinking, can I get everything? I mean, I can't really get everything. So I just kind of stick to stuff I like. And this was, all right, let me show. This is the cover A. And then this is a variant, and then that is a variant. So Fantastic Four 570. It's got the it's a multiverse council of Reeds, council of Reed Richards. So this book introduces multiversal versions of Reed Richards, all different types, and there's a lot of them in here. So you may say, all right, well, Southpaw Brad, you think all those guys are going to show up? Not necessarily, but is there a chance that we're dealing with the multiverse in the Doctor Strange movie? I mean, it's in the title, so that's exactly who that is. He's standing guard over the boxes I have yet to open, Chop. So he's holding it down for me. They're safe as long as Venom's on the lookout. So yeah, this has a bunch of different versions of Reed Richards. Now they've done that. There's versions of Kang. There's versions of Doctor Doom. This one has versions of a council of Reeds, and it's Reed Richards across the multiverse, and a lot of crazy Reed Richards characters. So this one had started. When I start searching for stuff on eBay, and they start disappearing, and then, all right, well, it's like a $10 book plus shipping. Now you're talking $15. So I was able to track it down for, I don't know, I'd say probably less than 7, maybe 6, or about around $6, maybe. I said, these things are disappearing. I've been saving them, and I just noticed like this sale has ended. People just went ahead and bought them. So I was like, somebody's on the same track. So I need to find a different source other than eBay if I don't want to pay eBay prices. So I picked up, this is the cover A. I picked up this variant, which I don't see the artist's name on here, so I can't help you with that, but yeah, it doesn't say on the back. That's the back cover, but this is the front cover. That's pretty cool. Got Reed himself, so I said, that'll be a cool cover for yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Well, fortunately, he doesn't. Yeah, I haven't seen him eat comics yet, so I should be safe. But he can eat the bad. Hey, the bad guys that come in and try and steal my books, he'll keep a watch on them. But I thought this book was cool. Whereas you have the entire team. My light keeps fading in and out as I get closer to the camera. You have the entire team on this book. If this is introducing the. Yeah, man, I agree. I like that. And it looks familiar, but the artist's name is not on here. So I'll have to go back and do some digging after we get done. But I thought it'd be cool to have this one because if they're introducing versions of Reed Richards, let me get one with him on the cover. So this is a variant edition. And then they had I think this one is a 1 in 10 or something. 1 in 10, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's maybe 1 in 25, but I'm pretty sure it's a 1 in 10. So I said, well, let me get the one that might be a little tougher to come by. The cover A's are tough to come by now. So let's jump on one of these that's maybe a little tougher to get our hands on. And there again, just, I bought this just because it had that first appearance of the Council of Reed. So I like that one as well. This one I can't remember, but I did go down a bit of a rabbit hole. I think Moon Knight is really good spec right now. Or excuse me, Moon Knight. Moon Knight is as well, but I'm not holding a Moon Knight book here. I'm Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is really good spec right now. One, we've just had talk about the Ghost Rider coming in. A couple of shows. I always give a shout out to TiVo, Lords of Longbox over there, and he has a guest, Mikey Sutton, come on with him. Very well connected to MCU projects and people who work on those. So he's mentioned that they are working on several. There's going to be multiple. I keep wanting to say Moon Knight. There are going to be multiple Ghost Riders in the next Ghost Rider project. So I can't remember who's in this one. I mean, again, if I just bought it for the cover, like I said, I've had this I ordered this back in December, I think. This is it's nuts. It's nuts. This whole run of Ghost Rider really introduced a lot of new Ghost Rider characters. So, like I said, I went on a kick and went down a rabbit hole, as I often do, and just wanted to pick up, hey, let's pick up some of these other Ghost Rider characters. And I don't exactly remember who is in this one, but if you look out there, there's you can just Google like Ghost Rider, variants or Ghost Rider, and just kind of go down a rabbit hole, make a list of those, maybe pick up some of those. Now, the Ghost Riders they have, it's probably going to be the original, the Ghost Rider on the horse. It's probably going to be, well, I guess it could be like, well, obviously, Danny Ketch, Johnny Blaze. It may be, oh shoot. I was just reading about the other one that drives the car. I've totally blanked on his name. It could be any of those guys, and it might just be those characters making an appearance. But there's also speculation that Norman Reedus, who has been on The Walking Dead forever, is going to play. I think they've got him possibly playing Danny Ketch. So that would be cool. He kind of looks the part. I think that would be a really cool Ghost Rider. So yeah, maybe go down the rabbit hole yourself and check out. I don't know. There's plenty of cool, they got to fight somebody. There's plenty of cool Ghost Rider characters, villains to check out as well. This might be a villain instead of a Ghost Rider. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, let me just double check real quick. I've got like so many windows open right now, trying to because I like to share this stuff if I can. It makes a lot more sense when you're speculating to remember. And when I do these things on the Robbie Reyes, that's who I was drawing a blank on, Robbie Reyes. Yeah, if you can share the reason for purchasing the book, it definitely helps. So I'm when I do these things on the fly, I'm kind of at a slight disadvantage because I want to share it, but when I'm opening a package just completely blind like this, it's a little tougher to pull off. So this might okay. All right, so this one is first appearance of Sister Sarah as the caretaker. First full cameo appearance of Zadkiel, overseer of spirits of vengeance. Death of the first caretaker. Sister Sarah has a vision of many Ghost Riders. So that kind of long shot. All right. I think that's a great character. I've had his first appearance on my list for a while, and just with so many other things. I think one of the cool things about speculating is you can put things, you can shuffle things on, and I actually like to do these when, everybody's thinking about Doctor Strange, Moon Knight. So what am I going to do? I'm going to think about Ghost Rider. That the time to think about Ghost Rider is not when the talk is hot, the first trailer comes out. All these things, if they have any relevance whatsoever, are going to blow up. So try to shift, shuffle what you're looking for if you're speculating on these books. This is a really good one. Now, this number 33 here, Ghost Rider 33. And since I've got this pulled up, this should definitely help. I think this is in the same. Yeah, so this is in the same series. So there are 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 first appearances in this book. So that's one of the golden rule for me is if you can get a spec book for, yeah, man, shuffle it around. If you can get a spec book that has multiple first appearances, obviously your chances, you're kind of playing, it's like gambling. You're playing the odds a bit. If you've got 6 first appearances in a book, you've got a better odds of hitting. So this particular book I've been looking for a while, and this one looks pretty nice. So this could possibly be a grading candidate. So it's the first appearance of Hell Driver and Devil Rig. These are spirits of vengeance who worked to rid a Texas town of vampires. So there's 2. Those are 2 spirits of vengeance. First team appearance of Ghost Riders of Tomorrow, 2 spirits of vengeance from the future. First appearance of a Native American Ghost Rider who sought vengeance for slaughtered tribes. First appearance of Ghost Flyer, a World War I pilot. First team appearance of the Ghost Riders of World War II. First appearance of the Undead G-Man and Knuckles from the Prohibition days. Origin of Spirits of Vengeance. Origin of Zadkiel. And copies, this is fairly significant, copies ordered by retailers, 21,344. Now, another really nice, it's a cool, this whole Brother John, what's up, man? I enjoyed hanging out with you, man. I appreciate you being in the chat on Thursday. And I subbed you up and look forward to I have heard now. I didn't know you, but I have seen people encourage you to like, hey, you need to put out more content. So I look forward to doing a deep dive and on your channel and checking out some stuff. But they are absolutely true when they say you're in all the chats. So good to see you, man. And pleasure to meet you the other night. Oh, sorry, man. That was Ghost Rider 33. I mean, if you fairly low 21,000, fairly low print run, and go look it up on eBay. I mean, this book is, I think it's about a $45 book on eBay right now. So it's definitely a good one to have. And I just like the covers. It's in the same volume as this one. So, these really solid artwork on these. Really like that. So I was excited to get this one just because tough to find, prices started creeping up, and just so many Ghost Rider characters. Now this is Marvel Zombies 4. Now I've been kind of tracking this one as well. Picked up 2 copies of it. This, I believe, I went ahead and picked it up, and I'm completing my spec, my research, my speculation research. I believe this is the first time that Man-Thing was in the oh shoot, the I was about to say Spirits of Vengeance, but it's first time that Man-Thing was in the Midnight Suns, and they're saying he's going to be a part of it. I don't know, and this was from Mikey Sutton, who, like I said, he's connected to he's really connected to the MCU. But cool cover. Of course, Morbius, man, he looks ominous back there. But 4th Marvel Zombie series, and they put these folks together to fight zombies. So I'm pretty sure that's why I bought this was for. But it's an interesting team. I don't think this is the team that they put together, but if this is the book where Man-Thing shows up and he's in the Midnight Suns in the new series, then that would be fairly significant. And I believe he might be in this one as well. This is another book that's kind of tough to find. This one's kind of tough to find, so I bought it elsewhere. I'm still kind of looking for additional copies. Spirits of Vengeance #1. So who is this? Obviously, you've got Blade. Cool looking cover. I don't know. Is the cover artist? No name on there. Really cool looking cover though. Good team. I'm just picking up some of these to see like what this is a tough one to. This one looks pretty good. There's a little indentation you can really see in that black, but it doesn't look color breaking. So that's going to be a tough one to get in high grade right there with that black cover. But cool looking cover. Good team. I mean, when they're doing these Spirits of Vengeance, Midnight Sun things, you never know which folks are going to put in the Midnight Suns. This I thought was really cool. So when they did the Secret Wars, the version that Alex Ross did, so this is issue number 7. Of course, Alex Ross did all the covers, issue 7 of 9. This is the back of the book. This is the front of the book. So it's a Virgin variant it's a second print Virgin variant of Secret Wars #7. I was like, man, anytime you can get Virgin variant of Alex Ross, jump on it. So this was the only one I have. I haven't really seen many of these. I just don't see them. I would say I'm an Alex Ross fan. He's one of my favorite artists. If I see these, I'm just going to pick them up just for that reason alone. You know, just he is phenomenal. I've watched YouTube videos of him. What's up, Tim? How are you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. Shout out to the rest of the chat there. Appreciate y'all jumping in at my, just kind of random time. But what the heck? Let's do it. You can't. I mean, anymore, there's so much stuff going on. It's kind of hard to schedule something where there's not something else in that time slot. So, like, I'm just going to do them when I feel like it and go back and watch on the rewind. So, this vendor always sends me one extra book. So, they sent me the Amazing Spider-Man $7.98. Another Alex Ross cover. I guess that was the theme. He said, "Hey, let's do a theme. Let's do Alex Ross cover." And don't have much Ross myself, but dang, can he create? Oh man, I've watched his YouTube channel. You know, just like watch him paint and do his thing. He's doing it on another level. So I've always appreciated him and his abilities. So that's the first box I had. I'm going to knock this one out too because I've got a feeling if my buying habits yeah, that's dope. And that's the Red Goblin. I didn't mention that, but that's the Red Goblin cover. Yeah, that's a good looking cover. I don't think the Red Goblin panned out as it maybe should have. I think they could have done a little more with him, but absolutely, man. That sounds like a plan. I'm when I get done with this, in fact, I'm going to be a little late, but I wanted to knock this out and enjoy hanging out with you guys for sure. But I'm going to have dinner with my youngest sister, brother-in-law, and their kiddos. So looking forward to a little family time. And then after that, I'm going to watch the fight tonight with a couple of my nephews. So super excited. Anytime I get to do that family thing, I'm a happy guy. So there's some cool books in this one. One thing I learned because it's taking me so long to do videos is, hey, Southpaw Brad, don't buy books that you are currently reading because they'll sit over here in a box and you'll have to go buy them again so you can continue reading. So that was a very important lesson I learned. That's just a cool cover. These were, oh yeah, I got some interesting stuff. Yeah, there are multiples in here. So this box should go fairly quick. Some neat stuff though. Definitely some neat stuff in here. That's there. Yeah, man, I've got a couple I bought. Those were supposed to be reading books, and it did not. I did not get them in time, so I own 2 copies now. Thanks to that. What is up, Circumstances? Our boy Marcus, man. I was upset I was not able to catch you live last night, but you were the first thing I watched this morning with my coffee. Sorry about that. First thing I watched this morning with my coffee. I think y'all did a fantastic job, despite the couple technical difficulties, but that's to be expected. And I thought it was good. I thought actually, you proposed a couple of things, maybe a couple of amendments to the a couple of amendments to the way things are done, and it was real honest take, and I thought Brian did a great job too. So and Dank Comics, everybody had questions and had some insight, and I think it helped answer. But any of that stuff. So if y'all don't know, if you don't know Circumstances, I can't imagine no one does at this point. There can't be anyone who doesn't know him. But he had Brian LCS on last night, and they talked about the comic book awards that Brian did last year, and of course they'll be again this year. So we're trying to get the word out on that. Do yourself a favor, go check out Circumstances on YouTube. Check out that video from last night, and anything you can do to support Brian and the awards. It's for us, it's comic book fans, and it's an award for the content and people that they like to watch. So you have a voice. So it's your award. It's my award. It's, you know, it's all of our award. There's plenty of plenty yeah, so you can probably search that hashtag there, huh? Smart man. Smart man. Yeah, check it out, man. It was good, and a lot of questions answered, and some insight on what they're planning on doing this year. So I was very excited to. Yeah, brother John approves, man. He agrees. It was well done. So I better text my sister real quick because I was supposed to. I'm not going to be on time. So I'm going to shoot her a quick text while I have you guys. Just so she knows. I haven't left yet, wrapping up a few things. I don't think she knows I'm on YouTube. She'd probably kill me if she knew this is what I was wrapping up, but it's all good. Yeah, that was cool, man. I hated I was going to miss it. That's why I wanted to be the first comment so you would know, hey, you're on my radar. I was hanging out with my youngest nephew last night. We went to the baseball game together, so it's hard for me to pass up those family opportunities. And but I knew I'd get back around to it, and my plan was for you to be the first on my list. So I picked up a couple of these. This probably doesn't have any relevance, but there is some Ghost Rider spec in here. This is at Marvel Legacy #1. Cool cover, super nice cover. And again, don't see a name on this one, but I like that. This has got the first appearance of the very first Ghost Rider from like 1,000,000 BC or something, way back. So, and I think all the Avengers from like another timeline in the past or something. So it's like 1,000,000 BC or something. Old Ghost Rider. Some insight on the spirit of vengeance and all that stuff. So I picked up a couple of those they weren't super expensive. This was now cover price on this. This is a thick book, so I'm sure I got it for well under cover price. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you understanding. But I told you I'd get back around to it, and I did. So I was I really enjoyed that. So that's first. This is this like Queen Spider or Spectacular Spider-Man? It's got Captain America. And yeah, there's like Queen Spider or some character, villain, a female villain in this one. Interesting. I don't know. As I was going down, that was my other rabbit hole. I told you I did the whole Ghost Rider rabbit hole. I also did, the whole Spider-Verse thing when that talk was coming out. I really went down that, that Spider-Verse rabbit hole and did a lot of research on that stuff. So been picking up some of those things. This I like. This was I remember these old Marvel team ups from when I was a kid. So this is Spider-Man and Hawkeye. And there's been a couple of variations of Mr. Fear. This is this version, first appearance in this book. Cool. Obviously he's doing his thing because they're all scared. But first appearance of this, there's been 3 or 4, I think. But first appearance of this, Milgram and Rubenstein. So yeah, I picked up a few of those because they weren't very expensive, but I remember this series when I was a kid. I've got the direct version here, and then I picked up 3 copies. I also sent me 2 Newsies. So in fact, this one looks really nice. They were listed very fine condition. I don't know, man. It might be better than very fine. So I like, I just like picking up those some of those, underappreciated villains, perhaps. Mr. Fear would be a cool one to do something with. So pick that up. This is this was a character I did a little research on. Shoot, where is I had this one pulled up. There we are. A character named Gorgon. He was a villain who fought Wolverine. Really interesting character. If you get a chance and you're interested in some Wolverine characters, Wolverine villains, Gorgon is a really cool looking. Let me see if I can pull it up and share it with you. I'll do that real quick. Really, I've been looking up some of these maybe lesser appreciated villains, because I mean, if anything, Marvel has shown that they're definitely willing to use some of these lesser known characters. Yeah, that's a good picture. All right, so let me share. Let's see. Let me see if I can share this tab. All right, which latest? This one. Okay. That's Gorgon. Pretty cool looking villain, huh? He looks like he's got some ties to Wolverine's past. And I don't know, I kind of started doing some research. I was looking at some of these ex-villains, and I really liked, that was one of the ones that I really liked. So I think he's a cool looking character for sure. So yeah. Yeah, that's old Gorgon. So Chop and Tim, everybody's hanging. I appreciate y'all stopping by. This was like totally out of the blue. And I did have a request from, in fact, Marcus, when you were like, hey, go back to doing live. I was like, all right. So you were right, because I actually, after you told me that, I had 2 other people tell me that. I really like your live stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm stop overthinking it and just get back to what I like doing the live. I was just worried that the videos were too long, but we might get through 2 boxes in under an hour. Let's see. So this is a book I've been wanting to get for a while. I think it's a significant book. This is Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider and Blaze. So Ghost Rider and Johnny Blaze. Spirits of Vengeance, number 9. And this is the first appearance of Vengeance, another Spirits of Vengeance character. So falling right in line with that, I got 2 copies there. Falling right in line with that Ghost Rider spec, Vengeance is a pretty cool character. Spiky biker dude. Yeah, so that one I've had, like I said, I've had that on my list for a little while. Had that on my list for a while. Yeah, I appreciate y'all swinging by. I do that a lot, and I'll put something on, then I'll need to go do a couple things, but I'm listening to it while I'm trying to get some stuff done around the house. And yeah, so I'm definitely with you on that. That works for me. I got this because now this isn't true to the What If book that just came out this week. I did think there were some cool, there was a Miles variant cover that was really cool, and it kind of looks a little more like there was a Miles cover B where he's kind of dressed in his suit, but it looked like Captain America, and he's holding the shield. This is not in that same vein, but this would have been, I guess, maybe the first time he held the shield. So Spider-Man number 2, and it's got your boy Miles holding the Captain America shield. So like I said, I mean, it's not him as Captain America, but it is, I guess the first time he's held Cap's shield. So thought that was kind of cool. Just in that same vein as, as him in the What If book. And they're going to do a whole series of What Ifs. So I think the next one is Wolverine. What if Miles Morales was Wolverine? And then I think the one after that is like Hulk or something. So crazy stuff. This was kind of a cover by deal here. There are a couple of these books where, so you've got the Black Panther suit is the symbiote, a symbiote suit. So I picked up 2 of these. These were a couple bucks or something, less than cover price, I'm sure. Black Panther with that symbiote suit. I was like, man, that's pretty sick. Now, I think the first time it happened was a couple of issues prior to this, but I just really like that cover, and said, I don't know, man, maybe. Well, I don't think anything comes of that, but. And that's Killmonger. So Killmonger had taken over as Black Panther. So Killmonger with a symbiote Black Panther suit. What? That's a dangerous combo there. Trying to do the glare, the least amount of glare that I can. That's pretty neat. Really cool looking. This one is relevance. If you checked out the Strange series, I don't know if anybody in the chat has bought the Strange series with Clea as the Sorcerer Supreme. So this is Earth X number 4. This was something that my homie Empire was talking about. But this is Earth X number 4. And this actually has the first appearance of Clea as the Sorcerer Supreme in it's a different version, another Earth. But this is in this issue, she becomes the Sorcerer Supreme. So I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe that's maybe there's some relevance to what's going on in comics today. All right, so just about 5 more books here. This was stuff I bought, like I said, that I needed to read, and I realized, you know what? If I'm reading it, maybe I just need to track it down elsewhere because they're going to sit in a box. I'm going to end up buying them again, and I did. Primordial number 5. I like Primordial. I'm still not sure I know exactly what the heck went on. I'm going to go back. I want to go back and read it all through at one time and see what my opinion of it is at that point. But I did enjoy the series. I look forward to it each week, and you know, I'm a dog guy, so I really felt for the animals. The premise or the gist of the story is it's the animals who were sent off when they were doing the space program, trying to do the space program. Those animals linked up and are trying to make their way back home. Now there is a little sci-fi aspect to it. I had a hard time figuring out exactly. Sorry, John, I missed this comment. Spidey Hawkeye is one of my favorites of the team up run. Yeah, I agree, man. Totally missed that when I was scrolling down. I agree. That's a fun one, and there's a lot of cool ones in there. There's a lot of cool ones. I liked those as a kid because it was Spider-Man teamed up with people you typically wouldn't see him team up with. So that's why I really like that run. And there were some really cool covers and stories in there. So yeah, Primordial. I've since already bought, this is issue 5, and I've since already bought this issue, but and read, I finished the series, but that was when I realized, hey, I've got this sitting back there and I got to go buy another copy now. So, I spent $5 twice. Not real smart. I did the same thing with this one. Actually, I have since bought issue 6, but I did not have issue 2, so I can get on my King Spawn run. And this is one that circumstances, I think I give him credit for telling me, hey, if you like Gunslinger, check out King Spawn. So I was missing issue 2. For some reason, couldn't find issue 2. So I finally tracked it down. It's been sitting in a box since December back here. Or no, January probably January. So now I can resume my King Spawn reading, and there's 7 or 8 issues now. I also did, after I ordered this one, I did find an issue 6. So I've got multiples of that one, but Yeah. So you're still that's still your mindset. You're still enjoying all that stuff, Marcus. I mean, the art is just great. I've really enjoyed the art on these. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I went back and bought Spawn's Universe so I could figure out what the tie-in was. And I think the only thing I'm not buying actually is Spawn. King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, the other little the Scorched, buying that one. So yeah, I'm everything but Spawn. So these last two were kind of nostalgia picks. This was kind of cool, Dark Horse book. It's more of like a kind of a square bound. It's not quite thick enough to be a trade paperback. It's comic book size, but Monsters Inc. How about a little Monsters Inc., man? Billy Crystal makes a great voice for a character. Great voice for a character. So I thought that just picked it up for the nostalgia. This was 2001. So cool book. Just that nostalgia thing. You know, I've got a couple of them. I've got the Beavis, Beavis and Butthead. This one was cool too. Now this, I remember when they did these. I want to find a nicer copy, but I saw this Very Good Minus copy pop up, and I was like, I just can't. I'll get this one and replace it somewhere down the line. Yeah, Chuck. We got a lot of we got a good chat today. This was interesting. I love those. I mean, I love those movies. I like Billy Crystal. A guilty pleasure of mine is City Slickers with Billy Crystal in it. Funny concept. I could see, got a couple guys going off and doing a road trip that's, hey, let's be farmhands at a ranch, But all right, so last book. Y'all helped me through 2 boxes. I appreciate it. It was awesome. This one I found it in Very Good Minus, and that's probably accurate. A press would do wonders. But this was from fall of 1991, NBC Comics. Hey kids, NBC's new shows are here. So they did a comic to show you what new shows were coming out. And of course, you got Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky. That was, I remember that book from back in the day. All right, Chop, I hear you, man. We got us another City Slickers fan in there. It's a funny movie, man. It's really cool, but it's also got like a kind of a coming of age story as well. So I really enjoy that. But yeah, Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, Bo Jackson. Is that Home Alone up there in the corner? Little Huckleberry Hound, little. So yeah, this was cool. This is a book I was looking for just because nostalgia. 1991. They used to, when they had really good cartoons back in the day. What's up, man? How are you doing? Absolutely. You must have sensed it. Yeah, got a little Jordan and Gretzky and Bo Jackson, man. You got the big 3 sports well represented on this one. So I just thought it was a cool book. I'd like to keep searching for this in a little better grade, but it's a cool book. And back when cartoons were cartoons, that was a good time. But they always did these little previews. They'd do a preview show, preview comics to get the word out on on what was going on. So that was it was a good time for books or for cartoons back then. Really awesome. Yeah, very awesome. Well, we made it to the end. Hopefully my sister won't kill me too much. I'm gonna go have some dinner with the family, watch a little MMA tonight. Sith, I might try to catch. I won't be there at the beginning, but I might try to jump in and say hi when I get done watching the fight with my nephews tonight. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. helping me work my way through this stack. So we've got 8 boxes left. And I don't know if I've still got stuff coming in. I mean, it's insane. Yeah, man, that's really cool. Yeah, and if you're I mean hockey, I'm in the South, so hockey's not as big here, but we're kind of starting to get there. But Bo Jackson and Michael Jordan, man, they were larger than life. Bo Jackson, I mean, go back and watch like the 30 for 30 of him and see some of the things, you know, it almost sounds like legend, you know, like it's not you know, I used to like Masvidal, but after he got his butt kicked 2 times, I'm kind of off the Masvidal train. I think Covington's probably gonna. It's an interesting storyline because they were friends, and now they're, I mean, friends, sparring partners, and they just kind of things went south as it sometimes happens, and you know, so I think probably Covington. But I used to like Masvidal, but after he got, you know, he talked trash, got his butt whipped, and then started, you know, I was kind of over that. So thanks, buddy. I'll check in with you guys when I get back and peek my head in, see how everything's going over with the Spine Tech. So yeah, if you guys aren't doing anything tonight, go check out Seth Lorley and the crew over on Spine Ticks. And make sure yeah, Bo was a beast for sure. Make sure you go. Yeah, I know, but he was a little tougher competitor, I think, maybe. So I don't know. We'll see. One of them will have to shut up after this one. That's for sure. That's for sure. If you hadn't seen it, go check out Circumstances video from yesterday with Brian LCS, you know, talking about the comic book community awards. Good stuff. You know, if you want to hop in and help out, you can help out definitely by just promoting it and let's get the word out there, because I'd really like to see that thing get big. It's a big deal to me. Oh, that's cool, man. That's awesome. That's really cool. Wow. There you go. Well, hey man, you got to do what you got to do. Give us a non-spoiler review when you get done, Marcus. We'd appreciate it. So hey guys, I appreciate everything. Thank you for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe, comment, you know, the whole 9 yards. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the chats. Y'all take care. Have a fantastic weekend. Goodbye.